Booger. I think I have lice again. Mommy, can I go somewhere that I can be alone for a little bit? Of course, baby, just go behind the TV and take some alone time. Well, I meant like my own room. Darling, I gave you a roof over yours and your 8 brothers and sisters' heads. This house is full of love. That's all we really need. Could we eat dinner tonight? Of course. Really? Mm-hmm. Here, baby, take a heaping scoop of love. If you don't have 2 nickels to rub together, but you do have about 4 children that sleep on the floor in a 1-bedroom apartment, would you keep having babies or would you stop? Never! Which is your answer? A, keep them coming, or B, stop? Tell me in the comment section, and I better see a lot of stops with a W. Anyway, that is what our story today is all about. Welcome to a channel where I look at things on the internet and then I come and tell you about it, because who else am I gonna tell? My dog? Yes, but then I'm gonna have to tell you. It is my job, and you guys respond to what I'm saying. If you hear screaming in the back, that's my pug. She just ate. I swear I feed them, but she seems to think that I don't. And so she's trying to get more food. Don't pay attention to her. She is lying. I can feed my children, and my little children also sleep on bed because I don't have dog or children if I can't provide them with a good quality of life. Okay, enough of an intro. We have to talk about a family that is taking TikTok by storm and pissing everyone off. This involves a mom, a dad, a lot of children, and baby mom is stepping forward.
Oregon's been looking for you, Andrew Alexander Jenkins. All the shit you've been doing is going to come back.
Now keep in mind, this is all still very fresh to me. I'm unscripting this video, or this is an unscripted video. I'm taking you through this story the way that I have been taken through the story so far. There's probably some things that I might miss because when I post this video, there will probably be more people stepping forward. And I'll have to walk my big old butt cheeks back on here, set my butt pillow down and my foot pillow on the floor so my knees can stay at a 90-degree angle and my herniated disc won't be agitated. And then I will have to do an update. Which is fine, more talky talk. So let's get into the Resilient Jenkin family. The new TikTok family who are having babies for views and cash.
Listen, you're finna hate me for this one, but this is my 5th child, okay?
So this was the first video that I saw. Point of view, your husband worked extra hours to buy the unicorn shoes his baby girl asked for, yellow heart. So it's basically a dad very, very excited to open up this package that his daughter has wanted for a very long time. She opens it and many people in the comment section were expecting a more excited reveal from the daughter because that's what she always wanted. People wanted her to say thank you. Not me waiting for her to say thank you. Honestly, I was too, but it was like a 2-minute video. Maybe she said thank you like she was just so taken aback by her new unicorn shoes that she did smell. But who cares? We don't know. They're not my children, so I have personally been brought up to you say thank you immediately when you receive anything. That's nice. But anyway, that's not the point. The point is that it was a dad giving his daughter something that she really, really wanted, and he was extremely happy to do it. Just look at that smile. So I saw this a while ago and I saw it and I was like, oh, how cute. That's really sweet. I even liked the video. Look at the little heart. Well, little did I know that the video that I liked of this daughter opening this present from what I thought was a super loving, hardworking dad excited to give his daughter new unicorn shoes was a lot of backstory and a lot of drama and a lot of angry people.
I don't care how well the family, them kids, I don't care how well they look fed, they should not be sleeping on the floor.
So after that video blew up, people would start noticing little things. It first was, oh, it's a family that's working really hard, that doesn't have that much money, that's working hard to make sure that their children have a really good life. And then it turned kind of dark. So the video of Stephanie, the mom, would get 12.6 million views. When you have a 1-bedroom with 6 people, a bedroom becomes more essential than a dining room. So in the beginning of the video, she's basically saying, we don't have much, but we make sure to put our children first. We're gonna give them the best life that we can give them, and she is changing her dining room into a bedroom for her children.
As you can read in the caption above, we're a family of 6 going on 7 living in a 1-bedroom apartment. As the kids grow older, that means we constantly have to adapt our environment to give them more means for privacy and extra space.
So many people are critiquing them because they have so many children and they seem to be struggling already, and she says that she will not stop. And according to her, she's going to keep having babies because, well, God told her to do it.
She stops and says, I want to ask you guys about your spiritual life. Like, do you guys like believe in God who says that we should be fruitful and multiply?
They barely have money for the children that they have now, to the point that they don't even have beds. They sleep in front of the front door in the dining room. And look at that, she's got another little bundle of joy on the way, while having no money. But what they do have is a lot of love. A love for money from TikTok. No, but that's pretty much what they're saying. They're saying we're a house full of love and we're gonna have more kids because love feeds them. I didn't know that, you know? People say I can't judge people who have children because I don't have children. And so I guess something that I didn't know is that love pays the bill and they feed your kids. So if I'm wrong, let me know. All right, so here's the plan Stephanie came up with and told everyone on the internet. No one thought of this before. Here it goes. So she's going to use her kids for content, go viral, and make money that way. Her niche is I'm the poor lady with a lot of kids. But her husband said, I won't impregnate you until you go viral. Y'all, my hubby said that if I can take our account viral and change our financial situation, he'll hump away and give me as many babies as I want. So help a girl out, share, follow, and help my account so I can make this man a father of 7. Well, she wasn't going viral fast enough and she really wanted another baby while she's already being pregnant right now, so she started to complain that no one would watch her. The TikTok algorithm be worse than W2N. With them low-life co-workers you watch get all the credit. Because tell me why I have crap views and better content than half this app. All right. You got me. I'm intrigued. I want to see what other content that puts you in the top range of TikTok. POV. You go to the park looking like a rag doll with your 4 kids and pregger belly, but that don't stop the dads and grandparents from using the park equipment to start working out like flaunting birds during mating season. She's there by her damn self, and she knows it. Also, 0 out of 5 for the content. This really isn't that great. So when getting mad that enough people weren't watching her videos, she turned to rage bait, where she accused her man of cheating.
Yo, this man tripping because he really think he can just clean and I'm gonna forget everything he's doing outside the house. And if y'all want them deets, stick around.
And then at the end of the video, she said, haha, just kidding, gotcha.
Honestly, I'm just playing y'all, but y'all live and thrive off hate. Because y'all tell me why I posted a video with that alibi dance, you know the one, y'all really funny. With the caption claiming I can be doing any kind of dance I want to do like this because my man watches any kind of videos he wants to watch, including current. Within 2 hours, that video got 2,000 views. Ain't none of my videos ever getting views like that. So tell me why I gotta talk some shady shit lies about my man for y'all to pay attention.
Well, probably because you're boring, lack entertainment skills, and have to use your kids to try to make you seem more exciting. So when that didn't work, she went down the sympathy route. Not feeling good today, so I took a break from all the editing and posting. I try to keep faith, but putting so much work into my content to receive no following from the videos put out becomes discouraging over time. I do diligent research on the algorithms of the apps, and I do hours of posting. I only have my phone to record and edit with. God gave me this passion for a reason, and I do all my best to keep positive about the possibilities I can possibly open for my family. I have 20 weeks till this baby's here, and me and my hubby want to provide so much more for her.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
So she goes on and actually answers for all the haters that she says that keep telling her, maybe be more responsible because you look like you're struggling now and your kids aren't having beds to sleep on.
Generally, the instant judgment me and my husband receive, why have so many kids if you don't have enough space for them? See, my perception is judgment comes from a place of not having the experience. When you've experienced enough, you generally don't judge people. I can tell you after everything I've been through in the past 3 years, there's very little I have to judge people. I would be lying if I said there wasn't a point in my life that I was so naive that I might have judged a poor person based off their appearance.
So I'm not judging her based off her appearance. I'm judging her based off, you don't have a lot of money to give these kids quality of life, right? Like, I don't need to look at her and say like, you're poor. She's putting it on here and telling us that she doesn't have a lot of money. That's her whole niche. That's the whole thing for the Jenkins resilience of TikTok. And crying on TikTok about money, hoping that some good Samaritans will feel bad for you and send some money your way. The reality of being flat broke is knowing you can't do shit about your kid's cat skin infection other than rehome the animal to someone more financially able to handle it. Why do I have to take my baby's baby? I really don't want to. And yep, everyone, there's multiple cats involved, and she says that she doesn't have the money to take care of them when it comes to, you know, medical bills.
Y'all know I already have 4 cats. Does that make a difference? No.
She only has love, but she's not gonna stop getting cats.
Cats make me happy. I'm that crazy cat lady.
And whatever you put on the internet, you're gonna judge. And if one of my friends told me, Michelle, I don't have money to get food from the dollar menu because it doesn't exist anymore. Does that exist anymore? I'm not sure. I can't even feed myself, but I'm gonna have some kids. I would look at them and say, why? Do you think you should do that? Do you think that's a good idea? And I would take my hands and put them near my counter and pick up 2 slices of bread and channel my Gordon Ramsay.
What are you?
An idiot sandwich.
Like I said, I have learned a lot. I generally look like I'm roughing it, but that's because our kids come first. I do everything I can to keep our environment clean and tidy. When it comes down to it, I could shove everything my kids have in 1 bedroom of some of these houses I see, and it would really look like nothing. We try to teach our kids to take care of what they have, be grateful for what we have. We keep praying and pushing for the growth that we want.
So it's a little ironic that she said we keep praying and pushing for the growth that we want. When people dug up old videos of her pretty much saying that this is her goal, is to have kids and be that TikToking mom that has kids, which is why this is her whole niche. I'm poor, got 4 kids, and pregnant. I can't feed them. That's the show. Judge Judy would have a field day with you. Yes, she would.
Did you ever hear the expression, beauty fades, dumb is forever?
So after that video, I think she was thinking that she was gonna get a lot of sympathetic people. Not many people were very sympathetic because they said this is a choice that you are making and we can all kind of see it. And then we find out not only does she say she has no money for the children that she already has, plus birthing one out of her hoo-ha pretty soon, and there's no beds for the children, but we found that daddy has a whole gaming system and a huge TV to play it on.
I have a whole PS5, so you could afford that, but you can't afford to get your kids like at least 1 bunk bed.
And then the cherry on top of the I'm poor pie, please give me money or make me famous, is that they have 2 cats that look like they aren't being tended to very well, which people then brought up the cleanliness factor.
That's my dude. Constantly smell like cat shit up in here.
Come on the internet and say that your place smells like cat mess and you are 7 people living in a 1-bedroom apartment. Why do you have 2 cats? And if that's not enough, one more thing that I noticed. Hair damage due to having to treat lice months on end.
I guess we all have different levels of clean, but when I heard that she has cats, I could smell the smell that you know I'm talking about. Cat piss. And then I found the videos of her talking about the cats doing their stuff everywhere.
Does this deep clean reset on the cat boxes about every 2 weeks. He makes sure to sanitize all the wall around the cat boxes because, like I said, these nasty ass cats be getting shit everywhere.
And then I found the video of her possibly having 4 cats.
Good morning. On today's episode of How I'm Losing My Fucking Mind, I just ordered 3 personalized cat collars for strays outside. Y'all know I already have 4 cats.
And that cat piss smell doubled in my nose.
My man is like, girl, we have how many cats in here? 4. Does it make a difference? No.
But then people started digging even more. They turned the attention to the husband and wondered, what does he do for a job? Like you're doing the TikTok mom thing where you're having a baby and you're, you know, documenting everything on TikTok. What does the father do to be able to, you know, like to help if he's out so long and trying to make money? And that's when it started getting super messy because they decided to do a live. Which you never do, people who are not used to being on the internet, because what happens? A bunch of word vomit all over people's faces. And he says that he didn't want to have a W-2 job because he doesn't want taxes to get taken out.
My money!
So he does like a lot of like under the table type things. So then what happened? The topic of child support. That's right. The baby mama #1 came forward saying that she has never gotten child support from this man and that's why he doesn't want to work a regular job.
You're an embarrassment. She's an embarrassment. I don't care what nobody says. You should be embarrassed, and if you could sleep at night knowing that your kids sleep on that floor and you're able to just be up in a room decked out with a PS5 and you don't even take care of your first child and you think you about to be blessed.
So why the baby mama came out is because many people were praising the family at first, saying, wow, the dad is so hardworking, he takes care of his kids, he's a wonderful guy, and the mom is great, and all of this stuff. You know, many people were doing a lot of pushback toward people who are probably like me, like that are critiquing people like me, are saying, you don't have enough money to feed your children. Maybe stop getting pregnant, because I heard those miniature humans be costing a lot of money.
This is one of the worst cases of poverty shaming and motherhood shaming I've seen in a very long time.
And the baby mama did not like that and came out and said, this father don't give a about his first son.
The reality is she had 2 children, he had a son.
Hi, since we're on here speaking about the Resilient Jenkins, actually, he has more than one son.
This smile says everything. And everything meaning, I have receipts, which she did. So before she gives us literal receipts of everything, she has to make sure to tell the audience.
I'm absolutely embarrassed the fact that that's my sperm donor.
And then she says, I'm not gonna be doing what the humble, resilient family's doing, posting my kid.
I will not be posting my child on here, because y'all not gonna know.
And I would be the same way. Like the older I get, the more I'm just like, if I ever changed my mind about having children, like what people tell me that I'm going to change my mind, if I did, I don't think you would even know about it anyway. You don't need to know who they are. Why? Why do you want to know? Huh, tell me, do I need to look at your heart? Why do you need to know? If I had a kid, I want them to grow up similar to how I did, not really knowing about the internet. Go watch The Rescue Ranger. And then she drops the bomb.
That man that everybody's saying they have 2 loving parents walked out of his son's life when he was 2.
And in the beginning, many people were saying, you're so jealous. You're just a jealous, bitter baby mama. I can hear it now. Yeah, so she also decided to take a boom, drop another bomb and post all the receipts. Since people want to think I'm doing shit for clout, here you go.
Oh yeah, Stephanie, do you want me to do you want me to send you the message that I sent you back in August with the affidavit? You cluck.
Well, she was pissed. I would be too. And she pretty much said, this man can't stay at a job for about a minute. He's always bouncing around because he's getting fired.
Oh, Andrew, do you want me to go back to my messenger? To my messenger. Do you want me to go back to my messenger? I can pull up all the shit. I don't care how many jobs you had. You never stayed at one. And when he was getting a little itty bitty bit, he wasn't getting much. I remember getting in my account that from the state of Oregon, they sent me 5 cents.
So basically she shows all the documents of him not paying child support, or a very tiny amount.
They sent me 5 cents, you ain't paid much.
Her requesting child support.
Air your shit out. You got me up. I got receipts. I have every court document that has been sent to me.
Which is why people are putting together he doesn't want to work regular jobs, because then they can't get a court order to shank away his money for the children that he wanted, so that he can also provide them with unicorn shoes.
Sit up there with that. You got me up. I will air your shit out, nigga. Air your shit out. You got me up. I got receipts. I have every court document that has been sent to me. This is my recent one. Did you show up, nigga? Sit up there stuttering like a motherfucker. You can't even get your motherfucking story straight. You stupid bitch. You pissed me the fuck off. You done set me off. Now I'm unhinged.
And unhinged she was. Well, the Jenkins kept talking and the people kept digging, and people found that Stephanie is really into specifically black men, that African gene. So people were very angry about that.
As you can see, it says, point of view, you are pregnant with superior genes that fight through terrain of macaco. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. She said, this honestly isn't meant to ruffle anyone's feather, but it's a post giving respect to how incredible my hubby's genetics are. He makes some of the strongest, most resilient babies, and of course, I play my role. Massa, this one got some good jeans, Massa.
Oh, by the way, the first baby mama, I'd rather use her name, but her TikTok is Nails by Arlita. I know she's pissed, but maybe if you're really into nails, I don't get my nails done, as you can see, but she looks like she's doing nails. So maybe give her a little follow. I would much rather her get paid than weird Stephanie Jenkins, Resilient's family, and her husband, who clearly doesn't pay child support, and this mother needs all the money she can get so that she can take care of her kid, doing a job, keeping her children off the internet. I'll link her page down below. So then, Stephanie, and I forgot that man's name, but the husband responded in an almost 10-minute video that's titled Resilient Jenkins Public Response Part 1, where they're not even on screen. It's just the most tiniest picture in the middle of the black screen of them at the beach. So they do this pretty much kind of on live, I think this might be a clip. I'm not too sure. It's just a bunch of ums until they get to the real part that everybody wants to know about. And so the first thing that they talk about is the child support.
The child support and child. I have the one other child, Anthony.
Already a red flag, and we're not even 30 seconds into the video. You almost made it. Arlita said she doesn't want her kid on the internet. She wants it private, and there he is, just saying his name. It shows lack of respect for the woman who made him a father, shows lack of respect for the child, and proves even more that he is a careless man with a penis and thinks his genes are somehow so magnificent, so superior, that he needs to keep shooting his sperm into a woman, and his dumb bimbo-ass wife helps him stay delusional.
I've been paying child support via garnishments ever since I can remember.
Oh no. Oh dear.
Well, already at red flag number 2, garnishment happens when you fail to pay child support. So thank you for letting us know that Arlita isn't lying and you are a deadbeat. Pretend all this stuff isn't on here and pretend that this is a red marker. We already got 2.
Who's the lawbreaker?
Not them both smiling and pointing at themselves about who breaks the law. We're just gonna add 2 more red flags for that.
I worked at W-2 since I was 18, 19. Worked nights, multiple jobs, never made above 22 an hour.
So far, he's just proving Arlita, baby mama number 1, right, that he doesn't seem to be able to keep a job and he bounces from job to job. And then there was like this awkward silence in there and Stephanie, the wife, goes, oh, but you like work real hard, right?
Work jobs that worked your body to the bone.
Then he just starts telling us all the jobs that he has had.
Yeah, I worked retail, I worked overnight, I worked at Home Depot. Where else did I work?
Sir, what you're telling me is that you had plenty of jobs, which means you had plenty of money to pay Arlita. So pay up. So then they give the reason why he stopped getting jobs like that and started doing like under the table type jobs. Because he thinks that he's worth way more than what he was getting paid to do.
My workload didn't equal out what I felt to what I was getting paid. Who deserve to get paid.
The video is really boring. There's not much inside of it. It's a lot of rambling, a lot of him saying, well, they didn't pay me enough, so then I had to go do under table jobs. And I understand like they probably don't pay that much, but also you probably want to stick to a job so that you can pay Arlita so that she can take care of your kids. But it was a very long, drawn out video. It kind of cracks me up whenever people who are new to being online or even TikTokers do long form videos because they're really bad at editing or they just don't edit at all. So it was a lot of him rambling on about not making enough money and then her coughing into the microphone.
So then I went back to Jackson's. And I worked days and nights.
He would go on and on about how he would go above and beyond at these jobs.
Try to make sure I washed every window, try to do every little detail to get any kind of tips.
But then he couldn't go above and beyond for his kid and give her a little bit more than 15 cents or whatever she said. Is that all you've ever made from the job? So then after a lot of coughing into the microphone, a lot of rambling about how good he is at every single job he's ever had, they finally get to the child support thing.
Man has done everything he can to provide.
The child support thing, I don't know what to tell anybody.
Probably because you know that you didn't pay it and you know people are going to rip you a new butthole in the comment section, which they are. The way that this is actually more damning. Tell them you worked a job that hurt your body to the bone. Yeah, I worked retail. Okay, I was going to say something about that. I was trying not to cause I've never worked retail, so I wasn't gonna say that, you know, like when he said things that worked the body really hard, I thought, okay, like construction, working in the mines or something, you know, something that really like works your body to the bone, where you are like a labor-intensive job. Even yard work. Yard work is like, I'll go pick things out of the garden. I'm like, woo, that's like hard. Oh my God. And I lift weights, okay? So but he's talking about folding clothes. I know it's hard to the people that are doing those kind of things. You have to deal with people hate that. I know that's annoying.
Hate people hate me.
Customer service always sucks, but I just like now knowing about her wanting the black genes, her also saying that she's mixing her superior gene with how she's kind of manipulative on the internet about, I'm just a stay-at-home mother that has 6 children and we're very poor. My children have no beds to sleep on and we're having another baby. Oh, and my husband's black and he works his body to the bone while folding clothes. I feel like they kind of know what to say on the internet to get the stupid people to say, oh, I feel bad for you. Let me give you money. You know, we've seen this a lot of times when it comes to people who use their children for views. But my favorite part is when he says, they've been taking out money from my account, so I don't know what she's talking about.
I've been paying for years via garnishment. They've taken out 9-10 grand from taxes.
Well, then why didn't the paperwork say that? Resilient Jenkins, it is the audacity to sit up on camera with this behind a black screen of you and your weird wife saying that they took 10 grand while that woman posted everything is wild. Like, people will just lie. And in the end, he pretty much just says, well, if she didn't get it, that's somebody else's fault, not my fault.
And I let him. I didn't fight any of it. If the other party hasn't received it, that is not on me. I don't have any of that money.
So this didn't go their way. It went really, really bad for them. Their dreams of becoming the beloved TikTok family with the superior genes mixed with the less superior genes from Africa started to crumble.
The extent people are going through to taint my name as a mother. I love him with my whole heart. His baby mama's the one who walked out.
Stephanie got on there with her messed up hair and her more dowdy look to make sure people knew, I'm poor, okay? I'm poor and a mom, so that she can tell us her side of the story. Let's watch.
A lot of people have just already decided to hate me, and that's your stance, that's your right. I'm not gonna try to convince you otherwise.
You can't. Nobody, absolutely no one told me to hate you or convinced me to hate you. You know who did? You. Just kidding. I don't hate you. I just don't really like you. I think you're weird, extremely manipulative on the internet, and I feel really bad for your kids and the one that's soon to come out of your area down there.
I'm just gonna share my authentic self and hope that God can bring in the right people.
The people who will continue to ingest her content and soak all of this. Love really does all. Love pays the bills type. And she can become that TikTok mom she always wanted to be.
Please take the understanding that Jesus died for everybody.
Y'all, she Brittany donned us. She fucking Brittany donned us. What better way to get people on your side than to bring in religion? Because you can't fight it. And if you do, then people will just say, shame on you. You're questioning what God said. Damn, Brittany donned us. So this was the part that kind of irritated me about people and her.
You don't have the kids' best interest in heart if you're trying to snatch them away from us. They love us. We take care of them. We are very involved parents. You most certainly don't have my kids' best interest in mind when you're sharing their exact location, letting people know where they go to school, and putting them in danger in that position.
She pretty much called herself out in this exact moment, saying you guys don't have the best interest in the kids because you're putting their locations out there. Honey, you put their whole base body onto the internet. They're easy to find once you do that. So then you're saying that you don't have the best interest in your own children because you're literally putting them in front of the camera and anybody can go find them. You putting them on the internet is literally putting them in danger because now people can find them. So I rest my case. But she's right. She is putting her kids first. First in line to get found by someone creepy on the internet that likes to do weird things to children. Well, in the end, all of it worked because you guessed it, they did an Amazon wish list and they did an unboxing video that was really odd.
My man hardly ever gets to join me for videos, so I was like, put some of your personality up in here, let them get to know you.
$30, or $20? Big Eleanos. It's snowing outside and it's big money today.
Yeah, I rebuke that. I do not want to get to know this man. Honestly, I feel like she should probably keep him off of social media because I don't think people want to follow her. If he keeps showing his personality, it's gonna hold her back from going viral.
If you need something delivered, oh, I'm your man.
Yes, there were things things for the children, like they finally got a bed, but there were also things like a ring light, so she can continue to use her kids to get money and then bring more kids into the world that they can't afford.
And that's just that. I'm not even gonna edit this bitch. Bye.
After the Amazon wish list and her showing everyone what they got, people got pretty tired of her saying she puts her kids first while they sleep on the kitchen floor, while her and her husband have sex in their room to bring in more kids into a one-bedroom apartment.
I always see something on this damn TikTok that really makes my ass itch, because not y'all saying that we hate poor people.
A ring light be so for real, Mom. Why do we need a $20 men's hairbrush? So why are we giving into this?
All of these different shopping trips. There's one about going to Burlington and another one where her husband bought her stuff. And look, I'm not saying that people aren't allowed to purchase things, but when your children don't even have beds, they don't have mattresses, they don't have these things, how are you going to go spend money like that?
They started digging into more videos, and it turns out the woman who puts her children first is a huge weed mama.
Smoking is not good for your health, but you know what?
I don't care! I love it! Look, if you smoke weed as a mom or a parent, but you're attentive and they're there, and your kids have beds, fine. But you're not going to try to convince me that you're a good mom that does everything for her kids while your husband has a PS5 and you're blazing it up all the time. Partaking in that hobby is not cheap.
My sister says to me the other day, I don't know how you do it. You just have this like ability to keep going no matter what, no matter how tired you are. Sis, it is because I smoke marijuana. I got that Mary Jane running through my veins.
And then people kept digging. I know, the story just keeps getting worse. Turns out Miss Puts My Children First is not married to this deadbeat of a man. She's actually still married to a offender.
26-year-old registered S offender from Washington is being held without bail after he was charged with kidnapping and abusing a child under 14. Y'all, this is her husband. Mr. Jenkins is not her husband. This is her husband. You see, she even posted about it. Apparently she was so disturbed about it. But I don't know why, because that's not the first time that has happened. Actually, he was already an S offender before you married him. You see, Mr. Thompson has been an S offender since 2010 for essaying his mother and a 7-year-old.
And people are still supporting her. Y'all don't care about the children. You only care about gassing up a less than mediocre mom because it probably makes you feel better about yourself. I hate this, I hate this, I hate this trend of my children are loved. Well, I hope so, idiot. Well, they have a roof over their head. Yeah, stupid. That's the bare minimum. Honestly, D at best. You're supposed to do those things. But according to the Resilient Jenkins family, they will become bloggers, get that cash from the followers that actually buy their bullshit, and keep having babies in the name of Jesus. Jesus, but that is the basic drama of the, what are you called? Resilient Jenkins on the internet. Will they last? Hopefully there is no updates. These people kind of freak me out a little bit. Anyway, that's the end of the video. We went on a journey, and if you got to the end of this journey with me, please comment, stop, please, God, in the comment section. Let's see how many of you got to the end. Anyway, I will see you guys next time. Remember, if you can't feed yourself, you probably can't feed a child. Bye.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. I've been on the flex since flex zone. Neighborhood all in your eardrums.